shoulder ding. Not real sure exactly what it is yet. I think they're doing x-rays on it. And Jeb may have sprained his knee, but doesn't seem to be real serious. Might be similar to Dom's last week. But I don't think we had anybody else today, to be honest with you.
This is your second spring practice, obviously, as a head coach. What lessons do you think you've taken from that you learned in the first spring to this one? Kind of get into a week left, get into the season.
Well, from first spring to this spring, I would say scrimmaging more, meaning tackling loud more, because we did that a couple practices last week where we didn't do that last year. More situational football, just saying out there and saying, here's a situation, make the offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator call it, play it. End of game situations. I think every head coach I talk to talks about how you can't practice those enough. So we've tried to make a lot of those things happen and emphasize them. The one other thing is that defensively we have just not gotten any turnovers this spring. So I guess tip your hat to the offense, but it's frustrating defensively that we haven't gotten more. I don't know that we've had a fumble, strip out or knock out or any of that, and very few interceptions. So the offense is protecting the ball well.
This time last year, there was a fever buzz about G-Day, and I've heard you mention it in passing. You want to see it again, but certainly y'all aren't internally marketing or promoting. Are you worried about what your turnout might be?
I'll be honest with you, we are marketing it internally. I mean, we're doing the red versus black, and we're selling that. It's huge. I mean, you can't imagine the effect that it had on recruiting. When you talk to the kids that we just signed, they all tell you that it had a great effect. So, I mean, our fan base should feel challenged. They should want to go out and have more than all these other teams have, because it does help in recruiting. It shows the passion, the energy that I know our fan base has. So that really is important. But as far as my concern for that, I like for our kids to have a great environment to play in all the time. Because I think you find out more about kids when they have to play in front of great environments. But I mean, what number we have, I'm not going to sit here and give over-unders. I don't think that's that important.
Kirby, how do you think an early signing day will affect how you guys do things? And on the other changes that went yesterday, what is significant to you?
Well, the early signing period, having not ever had to deal with that, it's going to be a big change for everybody. What I see happening is you're going to go see the guys that are truly committed less. So they're going to sign in December, and you're going to know that the most consistent commitment that you've had for 12 months, whoever that is going to be done and locked up. So you're going to go see them less. So what are you going to do with that time? People think it's going to cut down on cost. Well, you're not going to spend less because you do that. You're just going to go see somebody else. You're going to go see the last 10 guys to get. You're going to go see the next 2019 or 2020 kid more. So you're going to do something with that time, but you're not going to go what we call babysit or recruit and just go see them over and over. So I think that's how it'll affect it, but it'll speed up the process on other kids because you'll be going to see them more. As far as the new rules, I mean, the biggest impact was probably the IAWP, the individual associated with prospect. Would be the largest one. Now, we talked about that last time. I still stand that it's hard in the coaching profession to grow coaches and develop coaches like we do in the SEC without the ability to hire high school coaches. And they still will argue you can still hire them. You just can't hire those prospects. Well, when you sign 25 a year, it's hard not to hire one that may interact with a prospect. So it does limit those guys, and that's the most disappointing part of it.
Last question. How did that phone call with you and Coach Muschamp go? Where he, I guess, called you out or called the fans out?
No, it really didn't go down that way. Will and I were just talking about his spring game, and we're talking about his attendance more than anything, but wasn't much to it as it was made out to be. Thank you, guys.